Good evening and welcome to Bridgewater Rainham Regional High School as the BR Trojans take on the Wellesley Raiders. I'm John Luck. We have Jeff Fowler on top of the press box behind the camera on a pretty warm November night by late fall standards here. Low to mid 50s for this consolation round matchup. These two teams lost last week in the playoffs. And of course, they have their Thanksgiving battles coming up. Obviously, Wellesley taking on Needham Thanksgiving morning, and the BR Trojans, as has been well publicized, taking on the Brockton Boxers at Fenway Park the night before Thanksgiving. Trojans won the toss and deferred. BR Trojans lost to Catholic Memorial, and Wellesley losing to Mansfield last week.
Number 22, Mason Berry, back to kick.
As Mason Berry set to kick things away, and we are off and running here at the regional. A strong kick by Berry. Goes right to the goal line here. Wellesley going to have some decent field position. Almost breaking free, but getting wrapped up and taken down. That's number 10, Tyler Yen. And Wellesley will start from their own 34-yard line here tonight.
Wellesley brings the ball up to the 34-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for the Raiders from the 34.
Mentioned Wellesley falling short to Mansfield 42-26. Four players getting a touchdown: Tom Burton, Max Poire, Xavier Ferreira, and Justin Williamson. First play is going to be a pitch. This is number 23, Tom Burton. And Burton will get stopped by a number of BR players. Looks like number 23 was in there, Charles Swenson.
1 yard on the play. It'll be second and 9.
And for a team with a running back, or with a running game like Wellesley has, that gang tackling going to be very important for the BR Trojans as they get set to take on the Brockton Boxers. Also another team that does like to run the ball a lot. A second and 9 here. Deep threat here for the Raiders. Good defense played, though, by number 11, Matthew Mullins.
Long pass is incomplete.
Putting his hands in the air, making sure that number 10 there, Tyler Yen, couldn't get any pass interference situation as Vincent Ferrara was trying to look deep.
Number 5, Danny Francis, and number 11, Matt Mullins. Third down, 39, third down.
And we've seen the defense provide the offense some very nice field position over the past couple of weeks in the games that we've had here on BTV. A 3-receiver set, Yen lining up on the near side. Number 23, Tom Burton in the backfield. Throwing play here, Ferrara looking downfield for Yen, and Yen, did he get possession of that? They're going to say no, he got it, but it was right along the sideline.
Good defensive stance. Number 18, Juan Bento. Fourth down.
So the secondary for the BR Trojans getting tested early and showing that they can withstand the test, as Owen King awaiting this kick along with number 5, Dan Francis. And a wobbly kick here, but it does take a nice Wellesley roll inside the 30 to the 24.
Wellesley downs the ball at the 25-yard line. BR will have first and 10 from the 25.
This does go without saying, but obviously number 6, Dawson DeBow, is going to be the focal point of the offense. When we talk about these consolation games, you have to wonder, do we see Lou Pacheco try and test some things out, see what works, see what doesn't work when you get ready for that Thanksgiving matchup or night before Thanksgiving matchup coming up in a couple weeks at Fenway. First play of the night sees Delonte Jenkins lining up on the near side. DeBose in the backfield. He gets his first carry of the night, and he gets stopped by number 9. That's Jacob Parker.
Stops number 6, Dawson DeBose, for a loss. It'll be second down, 2nd and 12.
We'll probably be saying Parker's name a lot. A running back and a linebacker committed to Georgetown. Also did receive an offer from Williams College as well. A 2nd and 12 for the BR Trojans, with Ryan Catino and DeBose in the backfield. Francis on the near side, split receiver set. Declan Byrne on the run, and the end there to stop anything from happening there for the BR Trojans.
3rd down, 3rd and 12 for the Trojans.
As the Raiders bringing the heat there on 2nd down, bringing up a 3rd and 12. And Declan Byrne a couple weeks ago against Middleborough did have 101 passing yards on a 9-for-14 effort to go along with 2 touchdowns. So he can throw the ball. We have seen Byrne continue to evolve as a dual threat quarterback. A 3rd and 12. Takes the handoff to DeBose. Byrne had time, doesn't have time now. Completes the pass this time to DeBose. Gets the first down to the near side. Wrapped up and taken down across the 43-yard line.
For a big PR. Trojans go 1st and 10 from the 43.
We started to see that Byrne to DeBose passing connection starting to work out a couple weeks ago. We also saw DeBose throw a 2-point conversion pass to Amin Abbasi. He gets the handoff on a new set of downs, going to pick up about 3.
DeBose on the carry, picks up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
When you have a running back like DeBose that can just lower his shoulders and push through, that really does test the strength of the opposing defensive line, which is why we've seen DeBose get a lot of carries over the past few weeks. He gets the pitch here on 2nd down, going to the far side now. Gets a new set of downs into Wellesley territory up to the 46.
Cross midfield to the 45.
About an 8-yard gain,
We do have some laundry on the field.
but we do get a flag. Was there holding for the Trojans? That
Holding
is the case.
On DR. We'll bring that one back. Trojans will have 2nd down, 2nd and 15.
So take away that 8-yard pickup now, a 2nd and 15. 8:45 to go in the first quarter, still scoreless. Hand off to DeBose. Gets about a yard back.
DeBose picks up 1. It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 14.
Against Middleborough a couple weeks ago, 35 carries, 248 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That capped off a 6-quarter effort where DeBose had 6 touchdowns. It'll be interesting to see if DeBose continues to play here tonight in a consolation game. Right now, the Trojans, a 4-receiver set on a 3rd and long. Byrne more than enough time, completes it. Going to be short of the first down marker. Completed it to DJ Overall
Pass caught by DJ Overall.
for the 7-yard pickup.
It'll be 4th down, 4th and 8.
So the BR Trojans going to kick it away after getting a first down on that last possession. And get Overall back out there to make it 11. Another strong kick by Mason Berry. And this is number 5, Jordan St. Louis, to the 25.
Raiders bring the ball out to the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
As the Raiders come out for their second offensive possession, had a 3 and out to open things up. As we see Vincent Ferrara playing out of the gun. Gets a handoff to Parker. Parker to the far side, picks up the first down to the 39-yard line. Pick up a 13.
First down, Raiders.
Starting to see some of these players being a true dual threat. We saw Yen playing the secondary, breaking up a pass on the last BR offensive possession. Seeing Parker coming out here, picking up a first down. First play out the new set of downs to number 23, Burton. Goes absolutely nowhere to bring up second down.
Raiders stop him at the line. It'll be second down, 2nd and 10.
As Red Nation serenading the field here on a Thursday night. Number of games being played here on Thursday. We talked about a few weeks ago the shortage of referees kind of forcing this to happen, and down goes Ferrara. And who else was there but number 57, Miles Beckett, who has just continued to wreck opposing offenses.
Number 57, Miles Beckett.
So a 6-yard loss. And really, when you have number 57 exploding out of the second level of the defense, that really mixes things up. An interception against Millbro to really close out that game. Nice defense there, but rolling out is number 23, Burton again. Up to the 44-yard line.
It'll be 4th and 5 from the 44.
On a 4th and 5, Jesse Davis sending, well, it looks like he was getting ready to send the offense back out. A little bit of trickery here, but nonetheless kicking things away is Eddie Webb. And Webb's kick just bounces, kind of just bounced straight up in the air for a little bit, but then a nice Wellesley roll to close it out to the 18.
Down by Wellesley at the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
It's been talked about a lot, the nice turnaround for Lou Pacheco's team after the rough start. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Francis, the motion man, gets it on the sweep to the near side, and Francis, a nice run there on first down.
Number 5, Danny
to
Francis
the 26.
Francis good for about 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 2.
Dan Francis with a touchdown reception against the Sachums back on senior night. I'd imagine a little bit of a bonus here for some of these seniors being able to come back and play another game here at the regional after the senior night festivities, as that second down pass intended for number 16 overall is incomplete.
DJ overall. Third down for the Trojans.
Right idea there for Byrne to throw on second down. Unfortunately, overall just kind of stuck in the middle of three Raiders defenders to bring up a 3rd and 2. So the playbook wide open. And we haven't seen DeBose used until now on a 3rd and 2. And he picks up the first.
Number 6, Dawson DeBose, BR. DeBose brings it out to the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Off the near side downs, Byrne is picked off by Nathan Gerard, and he is inside the 15 to the 11. A quick turn of events here for Wellesley, and just like that, a
14-yard line.
Big interception there for Declan Byrne. So perhaps a new life here for Wellesley. First down carry for Parker. Picks up a few yards to the 10.
Raiders to the 10-yard line. Stopped by the BR defense. Second down. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On second down, Yen on the far side, and number 13, Williamson on the near side. Ferrara more than enough time to survey here. Running out of time, gets taken down outside at the 15.
Quarterback hunted down by number 45.
Logan DeNoon there
DeNoon.
to force Ferrara's hand.
Sack in the backfield brings up big third down. It'll be 3rd and about 11. Third down.
Quarterbacks can open Pandora's box when you try to survey the field too long. And that was the case as DeNoon just kind of measured up Ferrara, making sure he didn't go too far away, and eventually he just ran out of room. 4 receiver set on a 3rd and 11. 3:14 left to play in the first quarter. Ferrara taken down. Who else? Number 57, Miles Beckett.
Leading the way, number 2, Delonte Jenkins.
Jenkins also credited with the stop. Now brings up a 4th and long, and
Bring a big 4th down for the BR defense.
at this point you could kick it, and it looks like they're actually going to kick it away, or kick it for the field goal, I should say. Eddie Webb, this is going to be a long field goal. A 40-plus yard field goal, low there.
Field goal attempt is no good. That'll be a changeover on down.
Obviously a big stop there for the BR defense, but for Jesse Davis, it was kind of a nothing to lose situation. as he could have gone for it on a 4th and 11 or 4th and really long, but see what happens when you kick it for about 40 yards.
Happy birthday, Devil Dogs!
As we see the Trojans coming back out on offense. Overall on near side. 3 receivers to the far side. Quick pitch over to DeBose, and DeBose running out of room, taken down. That's number 54, Charlie Cristoforo.
DeBose for a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12.
Looks like in the early going here, the Trojans really want to get that quick pitch to DeBose working out. We've had some short losses. It did have a nice run, though, for DeBose, so a hot and cold effort so far for the BR Trojans running game. Quick pass over to Overall on the near side, wrapped up. But still moving those legs, which is important, obviously, across the 20 to the 22.
Overall carries a few defenders past the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 9 for the Trojans.
Big 3rd down for the BR Trojans offense. Jenkins overall on the near side. Now Jenkins moving in motion. Byrne completes the pass. I believe that was Francis with the reception. And it was going to be short of the 1st down marker by about 5 yards.
BR's going to have 4th down, 4th and 5 from the 25-yard line.
As the final seconds tick away in a fast-moving and scoreless first quarter here at the regional. It looks like the BR Trojans were in trouble after a Tecklenburg interception halfway through the quarter, but the defense coming out strong as we go to the 2nd quarter here on BTV. Back here at the regional, a scoreless first quarter as we start the 2nd quarter between the BR Trojans and the Wellesley Raiders. A 4th down punt by Mason Berry. Yen bobbled it, but he gets taken down. Nice concentration there by Tyler Yen. A couple bounces off the hands. But nonetheless, it's the Raiders taking over at their own 39.
DJ Overall, the first to the ball. Raiders will take 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line.
And on that last offensive drive for the Raiders, Vincent Ferraro was really tested by the defense, and more specifically number 57, Miles Beckett, continuing to pressure the quarterback. And Wellesley going to get a few free yards here.
Trojans moving a little bit too fast. Going to move the ball up 5 yards. We'll play that again first.
Looks like the 2 or 3 players on the near side jumping just a beat too early. Now a 1st and 5. 3 receiver set. Handoff goes to Burton. Goes absolutely nowhere.
First to the ball, number 23, Chuck Swenson. No gain on the play. It'll be second
Swenson
down.
credited with the stop.
2nd and 5.
Swenson, a sophomore. We've also said Logan Danoon's name a lot. He is one of the good number of seniors here for the BR Trojans. Of course, the junior class. Very talented junior class. So the BR Trojans' future looking very bright. On 2nd down, it was a sweep, and it was sought out there by number 79, Chris Hogue. As Jordan St. Louis thought that he had the BR defense figured out on the sweep, but Hogue breaking through. Now a 3rd and 9. 3 receivers to the near side for the Raiders. Ferrara gets some blocking by his running back. Running out of time, taken down, Delonte Jenkins.
Huge defensive play. 4th down, Raiders.
About an 8-yard loss there. As Burton was there to play as the extra lineman, but Jenkins coming from the near side, basically unprotected and taking down the quarterback there for a big sack. And now the Raiders going to kick it away on 4th down. Another wobbly kick, but still goes nice and deep there for Owen King. And King called for the fair catch at the 23.
VR will start 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line.
Trojans' biggest play tonight was a burn to Dawson DeBoe's reception for 23 yards. Besides that, everything else has been under 10. Looking to change things here on the 2nd quarter drive. Handoff went to Catino. That was scouted out, though, by number 52, Brady Renzella. We have seen Catino used as the up man, and the backup running back had a touchdown in that game against Millborough where a lot of points are scored. Split receiver look here on a 2nd and 11 after that 1-yard loss. Byrne getting rushed and got it away just in time. He was getting pressured by Parker. The Georgetown Hoya recruit. Byrne already has 1 interception tonight. And Parker actually went to a Harvard football camp over the summer. Ran a 4.6 40. Safe to say that Georgetown definitely has a nice player coming their way next year. The These two teams continuing to work closer to Thanksgiving now. A 3rd and 11. Burn a high pass. That's going to be incomplete.
Pass a little bit too long for number 11.
Intended for Mullins.
Brings up 4th down. It'll be 4th and long for the Trojans.
As the clock stops at 8:45 to go in the first half. Number 5, St. Louis awaiting the kick at midfield. As Berry with a strong booming kick. Fair catch called at the 38.
Fair catch.
As the wind is
Fair
blowing
catch
a
by
little
number
bit here.
5, Jordan St. Louis.
Almost looks like a mix of
Raiders will have
from the
first
top of
and
the
10
screen to the bottom of the screen, also from the right to the left.
from the 38-yard line.
Ferrara has already been sacked 3 times tonight. On first down, make that 4. Number 45, that's Logan Danoon again.
Number 45, Logan Danoon in the backfield for a heavy loss. It's 2nd down, 2nd and long for the Raiders.
Looks like Lou Pacheco's coming up with different ways to force the quarterback to either get out of the pocket or try and hurry the throw, because we've seen Logan Danoon come in. We saw Delonte Jenkins with a deep sack there, about 10 yards on that last offensive drive. Now a 2nd and 20. Ferrara throws it. That is complete for the first down. Big pickup there to number 18, Xavier Ferrara.
Xavier Ferrara. Raiders pick up a first down past midfield. It'll be 1st and 10 from the BR 49.
A 24-yard gain. A new set down as Wellesley in BR territory with 7:10 to go and a flag.
Flag on the play. Someone's moving a little bit too fast. Raiders were caught taking a little bit of a jump.
And that's going to be the first penalty of the night on the Raiders. BR Trojans have 2 penalties for 10 yards. After a big first down like that, you have to wonder if some of these players just want to play with that tempo, continue to pick up yards, and move like some of these top NFL teams. A split receiver set on a 1st and 15. Ferrara sidesteps a defender, going on the run, pushed out into BR territory.
Quarterback holds on to it. Pushed out of bounds.
About an 8-yard gain, it looks like.
It'll be 2nd and 7 from the BR 47-yard line.
About 6.5 to go in the first half. It is worth noting the BR Trojans will receive the kick to open the second half. Takes the handoff, completes the pass to the near side. That's Robbie Broggy.
Pass to number 17, Robbie Broggy.
A 5-yard gain there.
3rd down from the 42-yard line. 3rd down.
On a third and manageable here with a player like Jacob Parker. And we have seen Ferrara can move and sidestep his defenders. Right now, number 23, Burton in the backfield. Ferrara gonna throw, spins out of a couple defenders, runs out of time, ball's loose. It's picked up by the BR Trojans. This is number 18, Kawan Bento, taking it back to the house.
Defense causes the quarterback to fumble.
The scoop and score for Kawan Bento.
Trojans! Defensive touchdown by Kawan Bento.
So the first score of the night is a fumble recovery by Kawan Bento. Brought back 58 yards. I almost wonder if Jesse Davis is trying to make a case that Ferrara's arm was going forward for the incomplete pass. Not exactly sure we're going to have the Brady magic here tonight, but nonetheless, Bento with the scoop and score, and Mason Berry on for the PAT. And the kick is good.
By number 22, Mason Berry is good. Puts the score, Trojans 7, Raiders 0.
Going back to that Ferrara fumble, I'm not exactly sure why he didn't just take the sack. At the worst case, you bring up fourth down, but then you're pinning BR back inside probably their own 15 or 10-yard line. But nonetheless, it's a 7-0 BR advantage with 6:13 to go in the first half. Good turnout for Trojans Red Nation tonight. Around the 15-yard line. Thursday night, 6:30 kickoff. Have to say, not the worst thing in the world. Nice early 6:30 kickoff just after dinner. End over end kick here by Berry. And it took a bounce. Is it going to be BR ball? It went 10 yards. It's an it's an unconventional onside kick, I guess. It's a consolation round. Time to see what happens when we go for an onside kick, and the BR Trojans, after getting that scoop and score with an onside kick. Trojans having some fun here tonight. And it should be pointed out that the BR Trojans seemed a little more relaxed before the game, dancing along with the music that was playing. First play here is going to be a Dawson DeBose carry that goes for no gain.
On the carry, no yardage. It'll be second down. Timeout Trojans.
And the BR Trojans call timeout with 5:54 to go. After a Kawan Bento scoop and score here at the regional.
After I came home from Iraq, I could still hear the booms. Makes it hard to be a good mom.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Naomi Mathis, Air Force veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
Thanks to DAV, I was able to begin to heal.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories great and small.
My victory is being able to be here for my children.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
BR Trojans, Wellesley Raiders in a consolation round matchup here
Coming out
at the
of
regional.
It'll be second down, 2nd and 10.
Night before a 3-day weekend as the nation celebrates Veterans Day. And we thank all the veterans watching that continue to fight for our country each and every day. As we have a second down play here, a split receiver set. Mullins on the near side, pitch to DeBose. DeBose trying out his arm. That is going to be incomplete. Mullins was in double coverage. It looks like he tried to bounce it off his hands.
Incomplete. 3rd down.
A game that doesn't have a lot of meaning as far as records go. A chance here for the coaches to see what sticks, what doesn't stick in the playbook, as we saw with the onside kick to put BR in this position. A 3rd and 10, 5:45 to go. As DeBose looking for some lead blocking, taken down at the 25.
Picks up 3. Goes gets 3 yards to the 25-yard line. It'll be 4th down. 4th and 7.
4th and 7 from the 25-yard line. Looks like BR Trojans going to go for it. That interesting part of the field where you can't really kick it away and not really close enough for a field goal. Mullins on the near side. Overall on the far side. Byrne getting chased, almost tripped up, and he's going to take this one on the run. It comes loose at the 23, knocked away and picked up by Parker. And Parker I think Parker stepped out of bounds.
Byrne chased out of the pocket.
A little bit of confusion up here. I think they're going to call him down by contact, so nonetheless, it's going to be a turnover on downs. It was just a question of where exactly Wellesley was going to take over.
So we'll have a changeover on downs. Sorry about that, folks. Changeover on downs. Raiders will have the ball. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the 24-yard line.
Raiders take over here. 4:35 to go in the first half. Quick handoff to Burton. And Burton gets wrapped up by number 35. That's Amina Bassi. And we've said Abassi's name a lot, especially in the second quarter on. It seems like he just continues to get stronger as the game continues, especially into the second half. I mentioned he actually caught the 2-point conversion pass from Dawson DeBose a couple weeks ago. Man in motion on second down. Ferrara going deep, looking for Yen. Just a couple inches too long there on the pass.
Pass was intended for number 18, Xavier Ferreira. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for the Raiders.
With a stop here, the Trojans defense have the potential to get the offense to a couple straight possessions to score. 3:48 to go in the second half. The BR Trojans going to receive the kick to open the second half. Fakes the handoff to Burton. Ferrara backing up. Nowhere to go. Spins out of a tackle. And almost had that intercepted. And Ferrara is down. Ferraro is getting chased by a couple BR defenders, and he's been hit a few times tonight.
It'll be 4th down.
As both the BR and Wellesley training staffs come out to check on him. And he avoided a couple dangerous situations, not just on that play, but a couple possessions ago as he does get up. And it looks like it's just one of those situations, hopefully, where he just had the wind knocked out of him. Watching a BSU football game a couple weeks ago, a few of the players actually fell on the football, so very easy to get the wind knocked out of you, especially when you're avoiding tackles and having things happen all around you. Nonetheless, the Raiders going to punt away. Daniel Francis waiting at the Wellesley 46 with 3:38 to go till the halftime break. A big booming kick that was a little higher than the light post.
Booming punt. Picked up by number 26. Owen King.
As Owen King, Bear caught that. Can you imagine how that felt as that thing came skyrocketing into the hands of King.
3.5 left in the half, folks. BR will have 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line.
That trips to the near side for the moment. A man in motion on 1st down. Handoff goes to DeBose. And DeBose will pick up the 1st down across the 45 to the 47.
DeBose, number 6, BR. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
A 15-yard gain for Dawson DeBose.
1st and 10 from the 48-yard line.
DeBose continues to get better as he goes through into the second tier of the defenses. Those yards after contact. New set of downs from the BR 48. Arguello, the motion man, and Byrne completes the pass into Wellesley territory. That's Overall. DJ Overall continuing to move to the 38.
BR 1st down. DJ Overall on the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line of the Raiders.
Trojans getting Overall the ball on a number of occasions here tonight. A 4-receiver set, high snap, give is to DeBose, straight through the middle, picks up a couple on 1st down. As we inch closer and closer to the 2-minute mark. Second and 8. Handoff to DeBose, and he gets wrapped up quickly by number 54, Cristoforo again, breaking through.
3rd down.
About a 3-4 yard loss there for DeBose.
3rd and 11.
Minute 28 to go. Wellesley calls a timeout with a 3rd and 11 upcoming.
Timeout on the field.
As Jesse Davis wants to give his offense a chance to get back out on the field with the defensive stop here on 3rd and 11. Minute 28 to go until halftime. Byrne out of the pocket, looking to get some of the yards back, makes a cut inside, and Declan Byrne's going to get very close to the first down marker, and they're going to give him the first down. We saw Byrne break away for a few runs last week, or a couple weeks ago, I should say, in the last couple minutes of the first half. New set of downs. Byrne straight through the middle of the field as that is complete to Francis.
Nice pass to number 5, Danny Francis. Timeout BR.
And the Trojans take a timeout with 57 seconds remaining. After it looks like the 4-yard pickup there for the Byrne to Francis connection. Important drive here for Declan Byrne, given the fact he already has an interception tonight, also a fumble. Luckily, those two turnovers didn't amount to a Wellesley point. Nonetheless, you have to think that Byrne wants to continue that positive momentum in the last couple of minutes, especially after ripping off that 12-yard pickup there on third down, where Wellesley was kind of putting all their eggs in the defensive basket, I should say. Now a chance for the Trojans with 57 seconds. Remember, the clock does stop on a first down. Plus, you have the sidelines to use. So the Trojans can kind of go with their conventional offense, see what happens on second down. If they do go with DeBose, does Lou Pacheco burn another timeout? His last timeout is he has one remaining. Well, the motion man to the far side. Byrne looking for the end zone for Francis. Intercepted. The second interception of the night, this time by Max Poirier.
7, Max Porter. That'll be a changeover. Raiders will take first down, 1st and 10. From the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the 4-yard line.
So the ball's at the 4. With 51 seconds and 2 timeouts. Does Jesse Davis keep things close to the vest here and kneel it down, or does he want to see what happens here in the consolation round? Wellesley came to play as they're going to go for it here, but a timeout called by BR, their final timeout of this first half. And an up and down first half for the BR Trojans. The 3 turnovers, also trying to get that short pitch game going for the BR offense with the Byrne to DeBose connection there, see if anything happens, but also the scoop and score that we continue to point out by Kawan Bento, bringing it back 50-plus yards, 58 yards for the lone score in the game. And it looks like Vincent Ferrara is back out for the Raiders. He got some help off the field the last offensive possession, and it looks like the Raiders are just going to kneel it down. I do kind of wonder what Jesse Davis was thinking on that first down play, if he was going to try some type of unique play, but with that timeout by Lou Pacheco, maybe a chance to scout out what was going to happen, and just decided to cut his losses and kneel it down for the final time in this first half.
So the Raiders take another knee and will let the clock run out.
That will do it for the first half of play. The lone score, Kawan Bento bringing it back 58 yards. The scoop and score as we continue on in this consolation round matchup between the BR Trojans and the Wellesley Raiders. We'll have the second half come up in just a little bit here on BTV.
It's another wild night. Oh, it's another wild night. Under an Alabama sky. Oh, it's another wild night. It's another wild night. Oh, it's another wild night.
Hi, I'm Tom Arigi from A&A Metro Transportation, also under Bill's Taxi Service. We've been a family-owned business for over 70 years. We run about 130 vehicles. We have about 200 employees, and most of them all local employees around the Bridgewater area. We're very proud of that fact. We're a local gasoline company at 1001 Bedford Street in Bridgewater. We have great prices. We also have a kiosk. We sell lottery tickets, candy, water, soda, chips, cigarettes. Not good for you, but we do sell them. We're looking for employees. If you can drive, you have a clean driving record, come on down and see us. We're looking for sedan drivers, van drivers, medical drivers. We're also looking for bus drivers. We run smaller buses, 24 passenger, all the way up to 55 passenger. We also have a full service garage. We're looking for mechanics, diesel mechanic we're looking for, and it pays extremely well. We $7,500 sign-on bonus, and depending on the experience, we pay $35 to $40 an hour. Safe, reliable transportation. That's what we do here at A&A Metro. We're also going to Bill's Taxi Service. It's a family-owned company. Once again, thank you. Look forward to seeing you.
Trojans taking on the Wellesley Raiders. John Luck here with you. We have Jeff Fowler on top of the press box behind the camera.
Second half of football. Score, Trojans 7.
The lone score tonight, a fumble recovery by Kawan Bento, brought back for 58 yards for a scoop and score. As Eddie Webb going to kick things away to open up the second half. The wind has died down, end over end. A nice kick right about to the goal line. And this is going to be brought back by Overall, and Overall gets wrapped up shy of the 20. As we see the BR offense out to the field.
Overall brings it down to the 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for BR at the 19.
BR offense so far, Dawson DeBose 10 carries, 26 yards. all unofficial numbers, I should say. This is my math, so make of that what you will. Declan Byrne, 5 of 7 for 54 yards and 2 interceptions. And just to clear something up from the first half, I said Byrne had 3 turnovers. He actually did have the 2 interceptions, but that fumble was a turnover on downs. As Byrne in the offense, the first play of the second half is a carry by DeBose
Bose carries it out
for a
2 yards.
1-yard
It'll be
gain.
Second down, 2nd and 8.
And we've seen BR try out some things tonight. We saw an onside kick that was recovered by the Trojans. It looks like Wellesley was thinking about trying something at the end of the first half, but a Lou Pacheco timeout stopped any momentum there. A 2nd and 8. Again, they stay on the ground, carried by DeBose, taken down by
Bose
Parker.
A couple more, it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 6.
As Catino going to check out, and Ergello coming in also, I believe, overall checked in as well. Third and 6. And a 4-receiver set for Declan Byrne in the BR offense. No drop back, quick pass that is complete to overall for the first down across the 30 to the 34.
There we go, folks. First down, 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
Pick up a 12 on the play. And we've seen overall getting involved in the passing game a lot tonight, and the Trojans player slow to get up, and that is overall. Luckily able to walk off under his own power.
Give number 16 a hand, folks.
As we see Pete Smith up and overall to the sideline. Number 17, William Porter taking his place. He's on the far side. A new set of downs for the Trojans. Quick handoff to DeBose, straight through the middle. Again, he gets cut off for a short gain.
Picks up 1. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 9.
So far on this drive, it's been 3 carries and a passing play for a 12-yard gain. Right now, a 2nd and 9 as we approach 9.5 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Loud voices make you warmer.
Ergello, the motion man, gets it on the sweep. As Byrne got hit in the backfield, the flag does come out. Going to be interesting to see what the call is, as their bodies moving everywhere and Byrne limping a little bit. And chop block on the Trojans.
Shot block on BR. Trying to move him back.
So that'll be the 3rd penalty, but the bigger concern obviously is Declan Byrne limping a little bit here, but still out on the field. Of course, this comes a couple plays after we saw DJ Overall coming off.
So that moves the Trojans back deep. It'll be 2nd down.
A 2nd and 19. Quick pitch over to DeBose to the near side, looking for some help blocking, but instead he gets wrapped up by Grant Moffitt.
Dawson picks up the yard. It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and long for the Trojans.
Get some extracurriculars there in the pile of players, but nonetheless brings up a 3rd and 20.
George will have 3rd down, 3rd and long.
And number 19, Brett Kowalker, is practicing some snaps on the sideline. Whether this is planned or not, one has to wonder if this is close to the end of the night for Declan Byrne. As Byrne looks like he's moving a little better. And the Trojans facing a 3rd down, 3 receivers to the near side. Byrne trying to evade some defenders. Nice block there across the 25 to the 27, just getting some yards back for the upcoming kick.
We do have some laundry on the field.
And
Looks like we're going to have holding for
a hold against the Trojans. And Wellesley going to be more than happy to decline that to bring up a 4th down.
Penalty was declined by the Raiders. It's going to be 4th down.
Tyler Yen awaiting the kick at his own 42. Barry's had a few good kicks tonight. Fair catch called at the 37.
Number 10.
Checked out the 38.
Raiders will take over. It'll be 1st and 10.
We'll see Vincent Ferrara coming back out, and Ferrara has had
38-yard line.
quite the night. There was a fumble. He's gotten sacked a number of times by a number of different players on the BR Trojans. Miles Beckett in there. We said Logan DeNune's name a couple times as well. Also Delonte Jenkins helping out with the effort. First play of the second half for the Wellesley offense sees a 3-receiver set. Ferrara rolling out. Ferrara getting rushed and has to throw that away as he was getting pressured by Abassi.
Defensive rush by the Trojan defense. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 10.
Again, Wellesley going with the 3-receiver set here. A handoff to Tom Burton through the middle, and Burton going to pick up a nice gain to the 44. Going to get 6 on the carry.
Third down.
Wellesley's already had a couple of 3-and-outs going back to the second quarter, and they're going to keep this drive going. That is complete to number 18, Xavier Ferrara.
Pass complete. First down, Raiders.
To the BR 35.
By number 5, Danny Francis. Raiders will have 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line.
And we did see a nice passing play in the first half for our connection, a 24-yard play. This time a 21-yard play. Youssef Downs, Ferrara completes this one in the middle of the field to Brogy.
Another completed pass by the Raiders. It'll be another 1st down.
Brogy gets to the 15, and there's a Trojan on the field down on the ground. Nice route there for Broggy, getting in the middle of the BR defense between the hashes and taking off. As this Wellesley team who couldn't really get a lot of offense going, now getting a couple of passing plays for 20-plus yards.
Number 18, Kwan Bento. Let's give him a hand, folks.
And Kwan Bento was the player down on the ground. Bento, the scoop and score earlier tonight. We've already had DJ Overall, who was down on the ground. We saw Declan Byrne was limping a little bit. Now a 1st and 10 from the BR 15. Oh, that was blown up by Delonte Jenkins as the entire BR Stadium just came up with an audible ooh. Jenkins exploding the play there. It was intended for a Parker carry.
Jenkins drops him for 4. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 14.
Mentioned Parker running a 4.6 40. You can run a quick 40 all you want, but when you have Delonte Jenkins flying in at you, that's going to stop any momentum. 2nd and 14, 5:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ferrara going to the end zone. Reaching up and grabbing it was Ferrara. That is going to be a touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Ferrara to Ferrara. A 19-yard play to make it a 1-point game in the 3rd quarter. So far tonight, Xavier Ferrara, 64 yards receiving on 3 receptions as the kick is up, and we are tied at 7.
Trojans 7, Raiders 7. Trojans will get the ball back.
A touchdown drive that took 2 minutes and 20 seconds and went 62 yards. 3 of those plays, a Ferrara to Ferrara 21-yard pass, a Ferrara to Broggy connection for 20, and then another Ferrara connection for 19 yards. That has to feel good for Vincent Ferrara, who's had a difficult first half, so to explode here in the second half and get a quick touchdown on the opening offensive drive has to give the senior quarterback a lot of confidence here for the rest of the night. Strong end over end kick, and that's a touchback.
So that kick goes out in the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the 20-yard line. BR 1st and 10.
First down play, Byrne to Mullins across the 30.
Pass complete to number 11, Matt Mullins. They gotta move the chains on that one, BR. That's a big BR. Thank you, folks, thank you. I know you're still out there.
So the second completed pass for Declan Byrne of the second half. Already 22 passing yards. High formation handoff to Byrne. And Byrne exploding to the 35 there on the second effort. Tripped up originally by Max Poirier.
Second down, 2nd and 6.
Mullins lining up on the near side for second down. And Francis on the far side. Handoff to DeBose across the 40, first down, stopped at the 44. Definitely a good sight seeing Dawson DeBose ripping off these decent carries. Getting a 9-yard gain there. We saw DeBose trying to pass the ball as well. And that one pass was incomplete, but they stick with DeBose on first down, stopped for no gain.
DeBose on the carry picks up 1. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, he's probably gonna like not give it to you from the way through.
Here we go, Dion!
Here we go, Wellesley. Here we go. Here we go. What?
Here we go, Dion!
No, that's actually wild, bro.
On 2nd and 9, inside 3 minutes to go in the third. Byrne has that pass tipped up. It was intended for Arguello.
Deflected. Incomplete. 2nd down. 3rd down. 3rd 9.
Let's go, Dion!
I've dead ass seen this kid go on for a play, go off for a play, and go back.
A 3rd and 9 for the BR offense as Byrne rolls to his right and getting rushed, going for the sideline. He makes it to midfield. Declan Byrne out just over midfield. Going to bring up a 4th and maybe 4.
BR at the 50-yard line. It'll be 4th and 4.
And Lou Pacheco going to go for it here on 4th down. Looked like the Raiders were expecting a kick. And Etienne was awaiting deep back. Now he almost plays a safety type of role. Pitch to DeBose. And DeBose will be stopped. And it's a turnover on down for the Wellesley Raiders.
Turnover on downs. Raiders first down. Wellesley Raiders first.
I do like the play call there, going for it on 4th down. This is the consolation game, so as I said, there's not a lot record-wise to worry about. And when you have a running back like Dawson DeBose taking it for you to the side of the field, you certainly like your odds, but the Wellesley defense just showing a little better there on that 4th down stop. Raiders offense back out to the field after scoring a touchdown last time out, a 19-yard reception. Bogey the motion man. Broward dropping back, letting it fly. Broggy has that pass cut off. It's an interception brought back by Matt Mullins. The defense came to play tonight at the regional, and we get a flag.
We do have a flag on the play. But it was after the
It
catch.
came after the interception, so this is most likely going to be a BR offensive possession upcoming here, but the extracurriculars have started to increase as we've gone on here in the second half. Mullins running just under where that pass was going for Broggy, and Broggy came back a couple yards shorter. He probably could have gotten it. Looks like they're actually, are they going for pass interference here? Looked like there might have been a little hand fighting at first glance. Then Mullins intercepted, brought it back. Then the flag came as Mullins was on the far side of the field. So if the flag comes on the pass interference, I would imagine the flag that happened when Mullins went to the far side, that would basically be negated. Nonetheless, Miles Beckett showing off his dance moves at the 47. Consolation game or not, the referees do want to get this right. As we await the call. So it's going to be Wellesley ball as Lupachico calling for his defense to head back out on the field.
So we do have pass interference on the Trojans.
Hey, White. White just flat.
Hold on, folks, hold on.
Hey, White.
Maybe your own Gene's territory here for BTV with this call.
Hey, Raiders.
Because I'm kind of confused, because if you have the pass interference, that's one thing, but then the flag at the end, if that figures into the call. So it looks like the past 4 minutes of real time is all awash.
So we have ball
A
at the
first
other
down
line,
at midfield.
Raiders are coming up to the ball.
And we play on with 2:20 to go in the third quarter. First down handoff to Parker, but Parker taken down by Beckett.
Loss on the play of 3 yards. It'll be second down, second and 13.
Last couple running plays for Jake Parker have been for minus yards, -5 yards so far in the second half. Now it's second and 13. Ferraro with a deep drop back, fires this one into BR territory. That's complete to Poirier.
That's complete. Past midfield. It'll be third down. It's going to be third down, 3rd and 2.
About an 11-yard gain there.
Third down.
Big third down coming up here for the Wellesley Raiders. Looking to keep momentum on their side. Tied at 7 in the third quarter. A handoff, I believe this was to Burton. Chugging along, he'll get the first down by about a yard.
First down.
Needed 2, got about 3 on the play, up to the 40
It'll be first and 10 from the 40.
with 1:10 left. Brogan the motion man. Ferrara fakes the handoff. On the run, getting rushed by 3 defenders. Completes the pass to number 23, Burton.
Raiders get another
But Burton got hip checked there. Good enough for the first down. To the 26.
Raiders offense first and 10 from the 27-yard line.
Down to 20 seconds, potentially the final play of the third quarter. Ferrara going for the end zone. Pass is just a little long, intended for Poirier.
Second down.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 with 9 seconds remaining.
Raiders second and 10. Let's hear it, folks.
As the Trojans faithful getting behind their team. Ferrara rushed. Ferrara taken down. Jenkins in on the stop. Helped out there by number 60, Declan Fahey. What a way to end the third quarter here at the regional. The lone score of the third quarter was a Vincent Ferrara to Xavier Ferrara 19-yard pass. It's the consolation round, but it's getting fun here at the regional. We're tied at 7. Fourth quarter coming up here at the regional in just a minute.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Wellesley and BR play into the fourth quarter. We're tied at 7. John Luck here with you at the regional. Jeff Fowler on top of the press box. As it's a big third down coming up. Ferrara was going for Ferrara there. Number 18, Xavier Ferrara, got beat to the punch. Nice secondary play there, Mullins helping out.
Defensive play by number 18, Quan Bento.
Also Kawan Bento there too.
BR Trojan defense forces fourth and
A
long.
fourth and long going to
Raiders.
bring out Eddie Webb. light breeze may actually help out Webb to avoid the touchback. And it is going to be a touchback.
Ball heads off into the end zone. That'll bring the ball out to the 20. BR will have first and 10 from the 20-yard line.
As the fall season winds down, the SEC Conference naming some of the All-Stars for the different sports here. Going to point out some of the BR players for the different sports, going with golf first. Justin Peters named the conference MVP. Patrick Concannon, Liam Berry, Jason Coughlin, Richie Thayer.
So here we go, folks. BR
Also
offense.
named All-Stars
First
for the
set of
SEC
downs
on
in
the
the
boys
last
cross-country team. James Murray, Jack Alves,
Red
Joey
Nation, if you
Brand.
can hear me, you're not cheering
For the
loud
girls
enough.
cross-country, Camden Strandberg named the conference MVP. Sydney O'Donnell, Brenna Woodbury, and Audrey Lambert also named conference All-Stars this season. BR offense back out here. A 4-receiver set. Byrne, no drop back, completes a quick pass over to Arguello for his first reception of the night. Picks up about half the distance needed.
Pass was complete to Nasser Arguello. Second down, 2nd and 5.
Got 3 receivers to the near side here on a 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff to DeBose. Byrne taking this one on the run. Nice ball security. Stopped at about the 28, 29-yard line.
3rd and 2 from the 28.
As Catino comes in. We've seen Catino used on some of these 3rd and short situations, throw off the defense to
Folks, here we go.
use DeBose kind of as a decoy. Second and 1. And it's going to be a key first down pickup for the BR offense, as it was Byrne on a keeper.
Pushes forward and helps Byrne get a BR.
A keeper for about 10 yards.
BR first down, 1st and 10 from the 38. Trojans pushing forward.
Again, Byrne is a junior quarterback, so still another year to go with the key players coming back. Byrne, DeBose, also Beckett as well. Some trickery here by the BR Trojans. Mullins to the near side, into Wellesley territory, tripped up at the 45.
Handoff to number 11, Matt Mullins for another BR first down. BR into Raiden.
BR going deep into the playbook with that trickery. DeBose with a pitch to Mullins, and there was maybe 2 more people to beat before Mullins had a shot at the end zone. An 18-yard gain into Wellesley territory inside of 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Handoff to DeBose. DeBose with the lead block there by Catino to the 39. A gain of 7 and a timeout called by Jesse Davis.
Timeout Raiders.
I'll get back to the other fall sports seasons I was talking about for the SEC All-Stars being named for girls volleyball. Kayla O'Hara, Julia Aker, Nina Savino. For field hockey, Sage Balsamo, Lauren Orfanos, Emerson Kilsby. For girls soccer, Lily Ford named the conference MVP. Also Isabella Johnson, Willow Forbes Smith, and Lily Gerleo named All-Stars. And finally for boys soccer, Tyler Marrera and Aiden Cullinane named All-Stars for the SEC here in the fall sports season. Congrats to all those players. to 2nd and 4 with 8:47 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Trojans head back up to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down.
It'll be Porter and Jenkins on the far side of the field. Handoff goes to DeBose, and DeBose picks up about a yard.
DeBose picks up a yard. It'll be 3rd down. We are looking for 3rd down and 2.
The 7th play of this drive coming up for the BR offense. Already 40+ yards on this drive. A hard count by Byrne. Did it work is the question, and the referee's going to figure that out here. And it's going against the Trojans.
They're going to call that movement on the Trojans.
With a 3rd and long coming up now, I almost feel like that flag might actually help the BR Trojans, kind of force Wellesley to play a little more honest on defense. On a 3rd and short, you'd have to think it was going to be Catino or Dawson DeBose getting the carry to pick up the 1st down. Now you have Mullins as a weapon in the pass catching game. And we've also seen Delonte Jenkins on the offensive side of the ball as well as a target. They fake the handoff. Byrne rushed, and Byrne taken down by number 57, Grant Monfort. Moffitt exploded off the far side, and Byrne was running out of time really quickly as he looked to make something happen.
Trojans at 4th and 11.
We see DeBose out here on the upcoming kick. Is Barry going to kick it away? A high snap. And it takes a BR bounce and roll to the 15.
Brings it up to the 11-yard line. I'm sorry, 16-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 16.
You may remember last year's consolation round game, the BR Trojans taking on BC High, and that was a really entertaining game that came down to the last drive. Big sack in the backfield for a deep loss, and then the game ultimately ending with a Demetrios Passis interception, a 24-20 BR win. Right now tied at 7, 6:46 to go in the fourth quarter. Quick pass to the near side as Yen gets blindsided by Daniel Francis. The pass complete, gonna be for -3 yards though. Check that, -2 yards. As Daniel Francis just flew into his spot. As now the clock game may start to be thought about here between both coaches. Right now the BR Trojans, a full allotment of their timeouts, 2 Wellesley timeouts. Ferrara looking downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Xavier Ferrara. Also, Michael Gurley keeping track of that potential passing play.
Here we go, folks. Third down.
We have seen some long passing plays from Wellesley in the second half. A 14-yard passing play, the 19-yard touchdown passing play. Also a 21 and a 20-yard passing play for the Wellesley offense. Number 17, Broggy on the near side. The fans getting loud here at the regional. On a 3rd and long, Ferrara going deep again for Xavier Ferrara. That is roped in, and he is stopped over the 40 to the 44. A 30-yard passing play.
Raiders first down from the 44-yard line. Let's go, fans. Let's hear it for them.
Certainly helps out when you have a 6'3" receiver, in Xavier Ferrara on the program as a tight end. A new set of downs, approaching 5 minutes to go. Handoff goes to Parker. Parker breaking free for the first down and a lot more. Jake Parker going for the end zone. There is a flag out. Parker finds the end zone, but this one may be coming back. Holding is going against Wellesley.
You may see that one come back.
As it almost looks like it was when Parker started to get that second gasp right around the 30-yard line maybe when he started to break free. So all that for the play to ultimately come back. Talk about the swing and momentum. That's a big swing right there going against Wellesley. What was projected to be a 56-yard run. Now coming back for a holding penalty. Now everyone gonna backtrack 5 yards from where they once were. So instead of a 56-yard run, now going to be a 1st and 15.
So we're going to have a holding call. We're going to take that one. And we will go back 5 yards. It will be 1st and 15 from the 45. From the 40.
In the second half so far, Vincent Ferrara 3 incomplete passes,
All right, let's go, folks. Let's
but he
take
has
defense.
also started to air it out.
Hold on a sec, folks. Hold on.
103 passing yards for Ferrara in the second half. A lot of that with the pass to Xavier Ferrara a couple plays ago. .506 remaining
All right, now we
here
can
in
go.
regulation. We're tied at 7. Brogy to the far side. Xavier Ferrara to the near side. Vincent Ferrara going for the air again. That's going to be incomplete, intended for Brogy. And not sure if you could see the Wellesley coach on the far side taking his hat off and throwing it to the ground. Same set again, this time a running play for Parker, and Parker is going to get the first down. No flags as Wellesley works their way into BR territory up to the 38.
Long run by the
A
Raiders.
22-yard
First
pickup
down the
for
Raiders.
Jake Parker. As I mean, Abassi slow to get up, but he does get up and he'll work his way off the field. With 4:51 left in the fourth quarter.
Raiders have first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Already 46 yards on this drive. Parker picking up a couple yards. As Wellesley trying to leave BR with as little time as possible.
Defense number 79, Christopher Hogan.
If they go back on offense here, we're also trying to get a score.
7.
This is going to take us to around the 4-minute mark. Tyler Yen and Xavier Farrar to the far side. On second down, quick pass to Yen is complete. And Yen gets wrapped up and taken down as Francis, one of the players on the stop.
Stopped by number 5, Danny Francis, and number 57, Beckett.
And Beckett helping out on the stop as well, bringing up a 3rd and 7.
Third down.
Third and 8. Quick handoff to Parker, and Parker is going to go nowhere.
Run goes nowhere. Good credit to all the BR defense on that big stop. Fourth down.
BR defense showing up on third down. Noonan on the stop as we have a fourth down upcoming, 4th and 6. And we go inside of 3 minutes left.
Fourth down for the Trojan defense. 4th and 6.
So it's a 1-yard pickup for Parker. Xavier Ferrara, the deep threat for the Raiders on the near side. Matched up with Kawan Bento. Ferrara rolling out to the far side. That is complete. There's a flag down as that was to Brogy.
A little bit of flag on the field. Hold on.
There's a holding call against the Raiders.
Holding is on the Raiders.
The second 5-yard penalty on Wellesley of this drive.
Holding on the Raiders.
So the first down is negated. There was a 54-yard potential touchdown that was negated. And now a fourth and a long way for the Raiders, coming up with 2:28 left in the fourth quarter. 4th and 17.
Fourth down, big fourth down, 4th and 17.
Record or not, these consolation games are going to be pretty fun to watch for the BR Trojans. Last year, the 4-point game. This year, we're tied with less than 2.5 left in the fourth quarter. Trojans trying to be wary of a potential fake punt possibility. Right now, Wellesley just trying to pin BR as deep as possible in their own territory, and they'll start from their own 14.
So ball is put down at the 14-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 for BR at the 14-yard line. 2:19 left in the game. Let's go, folks.
A big moment
Football
upcoming
time.
here for Declan Byrne. And the BR Trojans, his final true home game of the season. Hand off to DeBose. Breaking in to the second level there, stopped by number 57, Moffitt,
Picks up about 3. It'll be
for a
second
3-yard
down, second
gain.
and 7.
And another Trojan down, unfortunately, here in the fourth quarter. Looks like that's number 28, Catino. You certainly hate to see this. Ryan Catino, a junior running back here for the BR Trojans this season. It looks like they're working on his left leg here.
Folks, clap them in.
Luckily, he pops back up.
Number 28, Ryan Catino.
Unfortunately for the BR Trojans, you hate to see players down, but luckily they've been able to get back up and run off the field under their own power, as we saw Catino do there just a few seconds ago. It's now a 2nd and 7. Another running option here on this upcoming play, a 4-receiver set. Hand off to DeBose. And gets a nice gain there. Going to bring up a 3rd and about 2.
DeBose picks up some more. It's going to be 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Folks, don't fall asleep yet. We got football. I said it was 3rd and 2.
Overall on the near side, a 3rd and 2 as we approach the final minute of play. And Bose is going to be stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And a quick timeout called by Jesse Davis with a minute 7 left.
DeBose on the carry, not able to get very far. It'll be 4th down. After the timeout, it's going to be 4th down, folks.
Quick scoring recap in the second quarter. Kwan Bento picking up a fumble and bringing it back 58 yards.
Here we go, folks.
Then in the third quarter, it was Vincent Ferrara to Xavier Ferrara for a 19-yard connection. As Mason Berry works his way out, Trojans going to kick it away. Deanna waits the kick. Strong kick by Mason Berry. Really strong kick inside the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Kick is within the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 19. 54 seconds left, folks. We still have football to play.
Starting to see Wellesley go with Jake Parker a little more here in the fourth quarter. Especially in the third quarter, we saw the passing game breaking out as Vincent Ferrara going a little more comfortable in the pocket facing that BR pass rush. Now with 54 seconds, the Raiders have 1 timeout, the BR Trojans with 3. With a stop here for the defense, does Lupichico decide to burn a timeout? Ferrara, there's a flag coming in, early jump, I think, on the Raiders. That is the case. And the 3rd penalty in the last 2 offensive drives. A worst case scenario for the Raiders. They lose
First
yards.
and 15.
Time continues to tick off.
Here we go, Trojans.
Actually, no time ticked off, so 54 seconds still remaining here in the fourth. Ferrara, quick pass that is complete to number 17, Brogy again.
Pass is complete,
Wrapped
taken
up
out of
and
bounds.
taken out of bounds there by number 18, I believe, Bento. More importantly, saves BR the timeout. Don't forget the clock does stop momentarily while they move the chains for a first down.
They moved up 7. It's going to be second down.
Ferrara rushed out. Ferrara looking downfield. First down. Taken down hard by Francis, I think, as Brogy picks up the first down with 38 seconds left. Mentioned earlier, Wellesley hurt their own cause, and it's against the Raiders. I thought they would have called the flag on the takedown, but
Penalties on the Raiders.
regardless, Trojans going to take it with 38 seconds to go.
Second down. Raiders call with the blindside block.
So they're going to call a blindside block
Thank you.
on Wellesley.
I have the referee with me.
So I could be wrong, but I wonder if there's a runoff situation, or does Wellesley have to burn a timeout? So the clock's ticking here. From 33 seconds, we go to 29. Ferrara to the far side, pushed out for a first down to Yen with 24 seconds. The clock was going to stop regardless, but now this gives a chance for Jesse Davis to give his quarterback the play. Make sure everybody has the timing down, as so far we've had 4 flags going against Wellesley over the past couple of offensive drives. Ferrara drops back, looking downfield. That's complete to Yen into BR territory to the 46. With 19 seconds left.
More flag on the field.
The flags piling up, and this is going against the Trojans.
Foul on the Trojans.
And Lou Pacheco obviously disagrees with the call. So now the clock's going to start ticking once they set the chains. So we're at 19 seconds right now. I would think Wellesley would have to get to around the 25 to have a puncher's chance. at a game-winning field goal. Yes, the fans, not
Raiders
the
have
biggest
first and
fans of
10
the referees.
From the 32-yard line. Let's go, folks. Let's hear it for the Trojans.
Clock winds down. Intended for Yen, out of bounds, 16 seconds left.
Second and 10. Trojans, second
There's
and
still a
10.
timeout left for Wellesley, so they can go to the middle of the field
16 seconds.
if they want, unless they want to go to the sidelines here and use that timeout potentially for a running play to
Red Nation makes a
line up a
noise.
game-winning field goal situation for Eddie Webb. Trojan fans making noise. Ferrara going for the win. That is caught. Ferrara to Ferrara. A 20-yard reception. A huge touchdown for Wellesley. The BR defense had Vincent Ferrara figured out in the first half, but in the second half, it was Ferrara with all those answers, passing the ball around. Xavier Ferrara, his second receiving touchdown of the night. 9 seconds left. And Webb will make it a 14-7 game
PAT is good.
with 9 seconds
Score,
left here in the
14
fourth quarter.
For the Raiders, 7 for Trojans, 9 seconds left.
I would imagine Webb is going to squid this here, try and kill as much time off the clock as possible with 9 seconds left. After a true gut check moment for the senior quarterback for the Raiders. And quite the game here between these two teams.
Still 9 seconds left here.
Instead, Webb going to boot this one. Goes into the end zone, and the clock continues to wind down to 1 second. And right now the clock says all zeros. And that's going to do it here from the regional. Or is it? Looked like 1 or 2 seconds, maybe on the far side, depending on when the kick returner brought it back, but there's a lot of unhappy Trojans on the sideline here. Lou Pacheco giving the referee an earful, as that's going to do it. The BR Trojans fall to the Wellesley Raiders 14-7. And one of the more unique final couple of minutes here at the regional I've seen in a while. But nonetheless, Wellesley obviously going for Thanksgiving morning in the popular matchup against Needham. And the BR Trojans, they're going to play the Brockton Boxers the night before Thanksgiving. We'll have a lot more on that game coming up on the Bridgewater Now social media updates. So for Jeff Fowler on top of the press box, I'm John Luck. Thanks for watching the BR Trojans fall 14-7 here tonight at the Regional.